Welcome to Furniture Redesigned by MBM. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Once again, I'm Edit, and I have another dining room table set with 4 chairs that were delivered to me. And it was delivered to me like this. Chairs are taped together. I did take 2 of them apart to see what they look like. This is the legs to the table here, and here's the table. So what I want to do is take my camera and go around so you guys can see. Now they want to keep the natural look of the wood. The table is, I'm told, 20 years plus old, but she wants to restore it for her daughter. So I'm going to show you what it looks like, and before I get started. So let me grab my camera. So here outside in the garage, this is a look at the tabletop. Now the top of it is really not bad. Here along the sides, you can see it's worn and scuffed. So I'm going to probably have to sand the tabletop down. Now this, I did some other stuff on it, but this is actually poly on top because I was doing another set here. The only deep gouge I see is right here on the tabletop, but this is what the tabletop looks like. Over here, I'm going to turn around. Here are the chairs. This is what the chairs look like. Now the chairs are pretty dinged up. Looks like I'm missing. No, there isn't a crossbar. I thought it was a crossbar go across, but it's not. But this is what the chairs look like. Again, some nicks and dings on the arms. And I'll just take my hand sander and smooth those out. This is what the chairs look like. At the bottom here, a couple of these are out. I think it's on these 2 that I haven't taken apart. See down here, it's pretty beat up. Here, I'm gonna have to do some repairs on these. Not a biggie, I could do that. See, here's a big gouge I have to sand smooth here. But this is what the project looked like. The legs look pretty darn good. They're still taped together. I'm sorry I can't show you what it looks like completely, but maybe before we take it, I could do that. But these are the legs. And this is what my legs look like. Very, very sturdy. So the first thing I want to do, I'm not going to clean first. I'm going to take my table and remove this varnish from it. I'll be using my Orbit sander to do so with 80 grit sandpaper. The tabletop is sanded with the 80 grit sandpaper. Now I just want to switch over to 150 grit sandpaper. All right, so the 150 is done and you still see a few dark spots. So I'm going to switch now to a 220 and I just want to make sure that everything is smoothed out. The dark spots are okay because I'm keeping that dark stain color, trying to match up the color of the legs. So let's go ahead and get this sanded with the 220 to get it smooth.
Your price be going up.
The table has been sanded. Now we're ready to do some repairs. I have my glue here, and I also have my cleaner. I have some mean green spray in the bottle here, and I have a bucket with warm water. So I'm gonna do that off camera, but before I clean, I wanna go ahead and make the repairs to the chairs. And here is the fourth chair. Look, as you can see, it's loose in this corner. So I'm going to have to try to take my syringe and squeeze some glue in there and then hammer it back. I also noticed that looks like someone had tried to repair these once before because there's blocks of wood under this one. I'm going to actually take it out, put it back in once I tighten everything up. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep cleaning. I only have 2 large clips. So I'm going to wait a couple hours, let those 2 dry, start over, and then do the second 2. So you can see the glue oozing out. I took a painter's brush and I painted and put glue on the inside of the hole where the bar goes. And now I'm just hammering it and make sure it's in place. I also put glue at the top where the leg fits to the support. And now I'm just going to wipe away the glue.
Your price be going up.
I also did a light scuff sand, and in some areas like this one, I had to sand down a little bit more because I wanted to get out the gouges. There's a few more areas that I need to do a little bit more sanding on. I will take care of those and complete the rest of the cleaning and wipe everything down before we're ready for stain. When I was doing my cleaning, I found a few more gashes, but I think I'm going to leave them because this is a rustic style chair and it will be too much to sand them all out. So I'm just going to touch them up lightly sand them, wipe them down, and of course we'll be ready for the stain. So the wood has dried and is sanded smooth. Now I want to treat it with some wood pre-stain. I'm doing Minwax water-based pre-stain, and I want to go over the top of this, and I'm going to let it dry, and then I'll come back. It's late in the evening. It's already about 6, so I want to come back tomorrow or in the morning, and I want to put my stain on. So I will be trying out 2 colors because I want to stay dark like it was, but now the skirting on the table did not sand because I'm going to try to match up that color or something close to. Whenever you sand something down to the bare wood, you want to make sure that you condition the wood because the pores are really open on the wood. The pre-stain will allow it to be conditioned so that when I do put my stain on, it will adhere without leaving any texture or blotchiness.
Your price be going up.
Good morning, good morning. I came out and I was ready to apply my stain when I felt the tabletop. The grain had been raised a little bit, so I already started to sand with the 320 grit sandpaper. I just want to make sure that everything is smooth before I apply this stain. So I'm going to finish up sanding the other half of the tabletop. For my stain, I decided to choose 2 colors I want to mix together. So I have General Finish, and this is an oil base, and I have the Java, and here I have the Minwax and a traditional walnut. And I want to mix the 2 together because the walnut is a transparent, and I don't want it to be heavy. So since this one or the Java one is a gel stain, it will thin it out and make it easier to be applied.
Your price be going up.
Now working on the chairs, remember I just did a light sand, and this is just so that the chairs will be ready to receive the stain. I did try to match up the colors as best as I could to just fill in where the gouges are.
Your price be going up. Your price be going up.
I'm inside because I added my first coat of polyurethane to the top of my table, and I guess things wasn't quite dry because of the weather, and it started to pull off the color or the stain. So I wiped off as best I could. I sanded it back, and now I'm going to use my Varathane polyurethane on top. I also have here some Behr paint and dark cherry. I'm going to add this to my poly and mix it, and this is what I'm going to put atop the table. Hopefully I'll get the look that I'm looking for.
Your price be going up. Your price be going up.
And here is my first coat, and we really can't tell what it looks like because it looks milky. So we're going to let this dry, and if I have to add more of the cherry to the polyurethane, I will do that and add my second and third coat of poly to the top of the table. Hey everyone, it's Sunday, and at this part of the video you would normally be seeing my reveal. But I received a phone call from my client who picked up her table on yesterday. She had an accident in her U-Haul truck, which damaged the table. The table has a big gash, is what she's telling me, in the center. When she picked it up, I had taken a couple pictures, but I didn't have the table put together. So she was supposed to, because she was moving into her new place, she was going to put the table together with the 4 chairs and do a quick video and take some pictures and send it to me. So needless to say, I don't have that. You just get to see my face. So I'm gonna show those pictures to you. But before I do that, I want to say this is October and this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And I want to say that I'm praying for all of the women who are going through or fighting breast cancer right now. I also want to pray for those who are in remission from breast cancer. I myself had a scare last year, but prayerfully everything worked out for me. So I want to give that same prayer and encouragement to other women who are going through this. I myself have lost my mother-in-law, and I have family members right now fighting breast cancer. So everyone, ladies out there, please make sure you get those scheduled mammograms when you're supposed to, because this is very, very important to your health. As you can see, I am wearing pink. I'm gonna step back so you can see. I don't know how far I gotta go back, but I'm even wearing pink shoes today. And again, this is for breast cancer. I do it for the whole month of October. So I just want to say again, thank you all for watching. And if you've enjoyed this video and this content, make sure you hit the subscribe button and don't forget the notification bell so you'll know when I upload new videos. Thank you all and have a wonderful, wonderful day. God bless, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye. So here's my table with 3 coats of the polyurethane mixed with the mahogany, red mahogany, and it turned out really, really pretty. Here is my legs. It has 2 coats of the polyurethane, and the chairs with 2 coats. I added 3 coats to the bottom or the seat of the chairs. It turned out absolutely fabulous.